And I'm joined today with friends from Jean's Nifty Knitters. I have in the blue shirt, Bonetta, Raney, and Carolyn Whisenhunt in the pretty purple stripes. And we're here to talk about International Crochet Month, which is the month of March designated by the Crochet Guild of America. And we're celebrating at the Cullman Library March 29th at 1 o'clock. So even if you're not a knitter or a crocheter, come by and we're going to show off, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. And let's start with you, Bonetta. You've just come to the Nifty Knitters last June, is that right?
Yeah, I haven't been coming a very long time, but I saw it in the shopper's guide, and I thought, oh man, that would probably be great. So I started going up there, and Linda Dingler has been showing me some steps that I didn't know, and she is a great teacher. And the ladies up there, they are wonderful. They are all so nice and so wonderful.
And what kinds of things do you like to make?
I like, well, we make the little baby caps, and they're taken to the hospital. And
every newborn baby at Zero and Seed gets a handmade hat.
That's right, that the knitters make. And I also like to do shawls, and you know, and the scarves. And
are these to give away, or for your family, or for yourself?
I give them away, but I knitted my husband a cap, and he was so tickled, you know, and so you know, and the thing about it, it relieves stress.
Yeah,
It does. It just relieves stress, and I think if you get depressed, and it would relieve that. To help you, you know, and it's just really, you know, it's just so calming. And then you look and see, oh, look what I did.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And then you show it to people, and I've given away several things, you know.
So that's truly a gift from your heart, not just your hands, your heart too.
It's my heart, yes.
Yes. Well, Carolyn, Carolyn is a unique knitter and crocheter.
Yes.
I have never met another crocheter who is blind. And you were born blind, you were born premature. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, I was born about 3 months early. I was supposed to be born in December, born in September. And that was back in 1949, so you didn't have the miracles like you do today, but thank the Lord, He got me through it. And I learned as a child to crochet and knit. I learned at 11 to crochet and 12 to knit from other kids at school, because I went away to a boarding school, and we lived there. And, you know, a lot of times you needed things to do. I did have actual classes in the 7th grade, but by then I knew how to do both. But I mostly did just odds and ends, and you know, when you're first learning, you don't do so well. And I made Barbie clothes, and some of them looked like.
You made Barbie clothes? Oh boy!
You should see how some of them turned out. Not very good. But as I got older, I learned to do more. And once the internet came in, I joined groups with knitting and crocheting to learn about different materials, how to wash them, how to take care of them, how to do different things. So it really broadened my horizon, because I saw what little I did know. And I make things because I enjoy making them, but I also make them to sell to offset our income. So some are gifts, and some are gifts, and some are to sell.
And if you had to choose, do you really prefer knitting or crochet?
Oh dear. Well, honestly, I do more knitting than crocheting.
And just don't know why. That's just your preference?
It's just my preference.
Well, I prefer knitting, but in honor of Crochet Month in March, I am crocheting this shawl, and I have until the end of the month to finish it. But it's a very easy stitch. The pattern is called Easy as 1, 2, 3 shawl. So if I can crochet this, anybody can, I think. But boy, it's been a challenge.
Similar to my
You're doing a double crochet now.
Yes, it's double.
Double stitch.
I still haven't learned what's a single and double and all that, but I can get it. I can get it done. Yeah.
Single, you don't wrap the yarn around the. Okay, basically, if you want a single, you go in the stitch like this, come through, and bring it out. The double, you have to wrap it around one time, like this, bring it in, take that loop off from the row before, and then 2 of the loops, and then 2 more. See, it makes like a little post. Where there's the single I did, it's just flatter. Now the treble is just 1 more.
Now
so
the
that's going to be.
You feel where you are?
Right.
And
I'm
you've
just
done
so
it
used
enough
to
that
doing
it's
it.
happy
Right.
for you.
Feel it.
So see, there's the difference. There's a treble, there's a double, there's a single crochet, and there's other stitches. But if you know those basics,
Yeah.
Yes.
you could do just about anything plus your chain.
And this is 3 doubles in a shell and 3 doubles in a shell, and
There you
that's
go.
the extent of my crochet abilities right
But
now.
the point is, it makes a nice little
It
design.
does. It's
You're-
a pretty,
does.
pretty
It does.
touch.
It's very
And I
pretty.
brought some more show and tell that we
Very
have here
pretty.
on the table. These are all crocheted prayer shawls. My husband and I are the coordinators for prayer shawls for fallen soldiers,
Yes.
and these are gifts for family members who've lost a service member. They go, we send them directly to
Prayer
the
shawl.
families, but they also go to Dover Air Force Base. That's where the bodies come back to the U.S. to be processed for burial. But Carolyn, I have to ask about color. Does your
Right.
husband help you?
Oh, yeah, he helps me
Okay.
or others. Now, what I did is I was making something for a woman, and I had yarn left over. And basically what this is, you set your hot dishes on the table. It's
Yeah.
a sunflower.
Oh,
Here's
it's
the middle.
beautiful,
It looks like
yeah.
the little seeds, and then I have the yellow. Now, the other side, I didn't bring enough of the brown. I'm going to make a solid brown piece, put them both together,
So it'll be
and then
nice and
around
thick,
and then
yeah.
around the edge, I actually make little tiny round little triangles to resemble the ends of the petals. And I just made up the pattern myself, but I did make some for this woman
I am so
in
jealous.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
she does. She makes
And-
up patterns, and she, when she came in and joined us, her first day with us, we were just in awe of her.
I bet.
And
Oh, goodness.
she sat down and started knitting, and she was knitting with 4 needles that has the points on both
Double
ends.
points.
That's how I make the
double
caps.
points.
That's how you make caps with 4 needles?
With
Yes,
4
with the-
needles.
with
and
the
and
little
she
caps
was
that-
so fast.
Oh, that's in the other bag. I didn't bring
And
one
it
in here.
just-
It's in
we
the
was
other
just
room.
getting
We're trying,
all of
we're
her.
trying to be fair to the crochet this
Right.
month.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. For those of us who prefer
the
knitting for
crochet-
the month of March, we're trying to.
Well, they don't
Super
have a
crochet.
seam that way, and I just figured it looks
Yeah.
nicer without the seam. That's
Yeah,
why I was
that
going to
makes
show you the
sense.
My
difference.
mother crocheted.
So you grew up around
She
it.
she crocheted.
Did she teach you when you were younger?
Well, she didn't teach me that much. She taught me a few steps because she was so fast.
Oh,
And you know,
yeah.
you've got to kind of do slow to teach a stitch to start with.
Yeah.
But she was so fast.
Yeah, I have not gotten to fast on the crochet. Knitting I can do while I watch TV, driving down the road in the car. I can knit anywhere, but crochet I'm still trying to get straight.
Yeah.
But Bonetta, I'd like for you to share, if you don't mind, about what your doctor said when you went to the doctor and you had lost some weight. Do you remember telling me this story? The doctor asked you what you were doing to relieve stress.
Yeah.
And he really believe it was all from knitting and crocheting?
It's crocheting and knitting and relieve stress and you know, if you're hungry and you want to take go get the snack. But if you're crocheting and knitting, no. You got
It
something
keeps
to
you
do
from
with
getting
your
up to
hands.
get
It keeps you
snacks.
busy.
That's right. Your hands are
That's
busy,
right.
and your mind is busy, and it really does keep you from snacking.
And it, like I said, it relieves stress, and it would relieve depression. I've never had depression, but I know some people that had, and it really helps relieve the depression and
Yeah,
stress.
there was a really good book that came out last year written by a hand surgeon and a psychiatrist about how working with our hands is so good for our brain. It's called
Yes.
The Creativity Cure. And they studied depression and how knitting and crocheting can fire the neurons in your brain to help heal yourself. Really
Yes.
smart, really smart. And you're a believer too.
Yes.
How about you, Carolyn? Is it a way to relieve stress
Oh,
for
yeah.
you? Or
Yes, and I think it's becoming a lost art. It's a shame because years ago it was taught in your schools.
Really?
And I think, yes, and I think it should be done rather than kids turning to the video games. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a video game once in a while. But people are getting stressed. They have to bend over to look at the computer. That messes up their neck. They have to take their hands and constantly type. So therefore you have a carpal tunnel, different ailments. And it's just stuff that it doesn't need to be if you try to do something like this. So you might say, well, I'm not that good at it. If you make something that comes out crooked, hey, you could say, this is my masterpiece. I tried.
Yes.
Rip it out, do it again. Whatever.
right,
It's just,
yeah, that's
I-
something you have to get over.
Yes.
When you're learning, you just have to rip it out
that's
and
right.
start over.
You're going to make
Yes.
mistakes.
You will. This shawl has 2 mistakes in it that I didn't rip out, but I don't think anybody will know.
Well,
But I've done a lot of ripping.
years
Yeah.
ago, it was supposed to be for love and good luck. When you made a piece, you were supposed to deliberately have a mistake in it.
Well, that's no effort for me. Yeah. Oh. All right, ladies. Anything else we want to share about ourselves, or we just need to invite folks to join us at the library?
Let's invite folks to join us
Folks,
at the library.
come on to the library.
Jean's Nifty Knitters is named in honor of Jean Doolin, who has moved away to be near her daughter in Pennsylvania. But, oh, we miss her. She taught so many people at the library how to knit and how to crochet. But you're there every Tuesday afternoon. But for during the month of March, specifically Tuesday, March 29th at 1 o'clock, we're celebrating International Crochet Month, and we'd invite you to bring your show and tell. If you're not a crocheter, come by and see all the pretty things that we've made, right?
Yes, and I really think they will enjoy it. And, and some of the people that does crochet to join us, and we really, and I don't know, we love the Lord, and we pray for each other when someone needs prayer.
That's very important.
We pray
really
for
nice
each other.
Group of right now, it's ladies. At different times, you've had men come in and out, but right now it's all ladies. Yeah.
All ladies right now.
Right now.
And no, that doesn't make a man a sissy. It would release his stress and tension too. He might not get so upset.
And I know I've heard from people in Arab, Hartsville, and Decatur. They'll be coming. So different crochet groups from all over North Alabama are going to join us at the library. So we hope everyone who's watching will be at the Cullman County Public Library on Clark Street. That's Tuesday, March 29th at 1 o'clock.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, thank you, ladies.
And
thank you
to celebrate.
so much
You're
for coming
welcome.
today.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.